Hey everybody, welcome back to LDRS Creative. Tonight's an exciting night. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be back. So good to virtually see everybody here. Let's see who's come in already. We've got Sandra Yee is here, Cindy Patty, hi, Kathy, hey Kathy. Margaret Chapman, so great to see you. Linnea is here too, Margie. Let's see, some people I can't see, I can't tell. Some of them just say Facebook user, so if I don't say your name, that's why. I'm doing my best. We've got Shelly and Sharon. Lori Langemeyer is here. She forgot it was Thursday evening. Thank goodness for that little Facebook reminder. Yay. Paulette and Beth, they're both here. Welcome, ladies. Margie and Clara. Oh, from Windsor, Ontario. Very cool. Sharon Lyons. Lots of people coming in, so I'm super excited. We have another exclusive kit that we launched today, and I'm super excited to be showing you guys up close and personal what is in this kit. We're going to do a little bit of crafting with it, and I have some card samples, a few of them from our design team to show you. Who else is here? Deanna's here, yay! And Angel and Marcy, and who else is here? Oh, Andrea is here. Welcome, everybody. So cool. If you notice in the store, if you've checked it out, we're not shipping the kit just yet because we have a little bit of a delay on receiving the toner papers that are in the kit. So we've got the stamps, we've got the dies. I'm just waiting on the toner papers. So I obviously don't want to ship them incomplete to you guys. So as soon as those arrive, we should have them within the next couple of weeks. I think we put shipping 2 to 3 weeks on there just so we had a little bit of a cushion, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think we're going to be good in 2 weeks. When I look at, the dispatch date from our manufacturer, I think we'll be good. So anyway, Mr. Hunt just stepped away. So I can't have him change the camera. So I'm going to chit-chat just a little bit. We're running a little bit late. IBL is asking, what did I miss? Oh, and Catherine Cartwright Crafts is here. Yay! You're hearing Alan, I think, tripping on his way back in. I'm so sorry. You haven't missed anything yet. I'm just getting started.
I might need a new phone.
He might need a new phone. We're literally just scrambling. Do you ever have one of those days where, like, I must sound frantic to you guys because I feel like I'm just, and just like really loud and everything. But did you ever have one of those days where, like, you wake up and you're very hopeful it's going to be a great day. It's a beautiful day.
No.
And then all heck breaks loose and it all goes down the toilet. Today I literally at one point I think I had my computer in one arm, my phone in my hand, my earbuds in because I was on a call, and I had something else in my hand and I was getting ready. I was getting ready to meet with actually somebody from HSN to go over stuff, and then I went to sit down and I missed where I was supposed to sit. I'm like... It's all just a happening. But, on the bright side, we did have summer here in Michigan. It was last weekend. We had 2 days where we hit 80, and then all that went to, the crapper as well. And we've been, what were we, a high of 40 today?
It's starting to warm up.
So I'll tell you, when they say time sure flies as you get older, I'll tell you, summer was here and gone, and it only lasted 48 hours. So anyway, alrighty. So I think we're going to get started. Now that Mr. Hunt is here to change the camera for me.
I am here, but I failed in that operation.
Well, that's okay. I'll just have to talk about it because I don't have it to show. So yeah, we're going to go to camera 2. And I'm going to show you guys what is in this kit. So I'm super excited about this kit. I'll tell you, after having 2 years of not being able to travel, not being able to go anywhere, where do I want to be? I want to be in Hawaii. We actually planned a trip, a family trip, because our son's graduating this year. And lo and behold, we have planned a family trip to Hawaii. We're going to be going there before he starts at the university in the fall. And so this was just so perfect. And I love this. We've never been to Hawaii, and this is how I feel about it. So I absolutely love this set. So in this kit, for starters, you're going to get the Gone to Maui stamps And you're going to get the Gone to Maui dies. Now, this stamp set it's a large stamp set. This is a 4x8 stamp set because it was actually intended to be 4x6, but we had so many cool and adorable things in here that I didn't want to leave anything out. So we decided to extend it, make it a 4x8. You get 14 stamps in total. Alan, you want to? Oh goodness, the warning. The warning here that's just because it's a plastic bag. But regardless, Alan, you want to come in a little bit closer here? Hello?
Me personally?
Yes, you. The camera.
All right.
Here you can see exactly what they look like when they're colored up. And this little guy here is, you know what, I'm going to pull this out so you can see it without that little sticker because you can't see that guy. And he really is like literally the cat's pajamas. He's so cool. Look at him. Oh my goodness. He's like a little baby Tony the Tiger on and he's just sun tanning. He's just the cutest thing. Look at this. You are my type. Oops. I mean, type of person. I just think that's cute. If anybody, if you do enjoy mixed drinks and you haven't had a Mai Tai yet, I strongly suggest you do. Just saying. They're really, really yummy. Here today, Gone to Maui. That's going to be me in just a few short months. I mean, just so cute. We have a totem pole in here. Look at the little tiki hut. It even says tiki hut. We've got a little pineapple in there. We've got a couple of leaves in here so you can do some really cool fun things with that. The little tiki torch. Here is a Mai Tai. This little guy actually has one in his hand. Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest thing? We've got a lizard as well as that little turtle. This guy is, oh my goodness, he's a little koala. Because you see those all over the place in Hawaii, right? But no, actually he's on vacation from Australia and you know, him too. They're just so cute. And then, of course, we have the little flamingo. I just think these are just the most adorable. I think this is one of my favorite sets we have done in a very, very long time. Absolutely love it. Next, we have the coordinating dies. And so there's a die in here to cut out everything except for your sentiments. I don't know if you noticed, these sentiments are a really good size, and I love mixing fonts too. So this one is small enough that you can put it on the front, but it's big enough that you can put it on the inside of your card as well. Actually, they both are. They'll both fit really nicely in both places. And then, of course, per usual, on the back, we've given you a map to show you which die goes with which stamp. So you're going to get both of these in your kit. Alan, you want to come into or come out to camera too? You're also going to get, now these are not the actual papers. These are just like my little mock-ups of them. You're also going to get toner sheets, which are fantabulous. I only have 2 of each here, but you are going to get 3 of each. So you're going to get 12 toner sheets in total for these beautiful backgrounds. Look at these. I think I have it upside down. Look at those gorgeous banana leaves. Aren't those so pretty? I just love this. They're just amazing. So we have banana leaves, and look at that. Isn't that so cool? I mean, the pattern is just great. It's very Hawaii. I just think it's so cool. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to foil these up. Oh, they will come, you know, 100% toner, so when you get them, they're going to be black and white. When you look on our website and you look at the kit, we show them already foiled just because it's prettier, but we do note in there that they are going to arrive to you in black, you know, full black toner, so you're going to be able to foil these with toner reactive foil, whatever color you want, you know, that you want to work with. So look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. What is that flower called? Hibiscus. That's what that is. Isn't that amazing? Nice, gorgeous, zoomed in hibiscus. So, so pretty. And this, of course, looks like that kind of, makes me think of like thatch, I guess it is. Is that what that is? That's the word that's coming to mind. But we actually pull that from, let me go like this, you can see it better, from the bottom of that little tiki hut. And so you get a beautiful coordinating pattern out of that. Isn't that so cool? Very island-ish. I love these. I think they're so beautiful. So, you know what we should have done is like a grass skirt one. That would have been kind of fun too. So anyway, these are the patterns that you're going to get. Now you will also get, which this is the one thing I don't have here because I forgot to do a mock-up of it for you. But you're also going to get a 4x9 sheet that is going to be, what are they called? Sentiments, all island vacation sentiments. You can actually see it on the website. And there's 2 different sets. You get 22 different unique sentiments in total. And you're going to be able to just use a paper trimmer if you just want to cut them in strips. But they will also coordinate with the sentiment stack dies, the first one, the original, as well as stack die 2. So if you have either of these or both, you're going to be able to line these up over those sentiments as well, which is really, really great. So you'll get the ribbon cut or the blunt edge. These are sold separately. So, if you don't have these and you wanted them, then, absolutely we have them in stock. If you already have them, know that you're going to be able to use them on the sentiments that come in your kit. But know that if you don't have them and you don't want them, you're also just going to be able to use a paper trimmer just to, cut the sentiments in strips. So those dies are not required. It's just kind of a bonus, that we've coordinated it with that. So anyway, that's everything in the kit. So you're going to get all of these things: 14 stamps, 12 dies, 12 beautiful patterned papers, and then you're also going to get 22 sentiments. And they're just so cool. They're just so fun. For those of you that have been to Hawaii, this will be like a really, really nice, jaunt down memory lane, I think, for you. At least hopefully, maybe. I just think they're so pretty. So let me show you some card samples that we have already that our design team got to play a little bit. Alan, you want to come into camera 3? Look at that. Isn't that the most adorable thing? This is so fun. This actually incorporates, this is part of our rainy day stencil for the clouds. And then this one is, what is that called? It's not Cloudy Sky. I can't remember the name of the die set that actually has the beautiful sun in it. But that's a separate die set that we have. So this one I love because it shows you how you can use the kit, a ton of pieces to create an amazing scene. And then you can also kind of mix and match with some other things that you've already got in your stash. So lots of fun. Look how cute that is. So creative. Got the little totem poles on either side of that really, really sweet tiki hut. I just think it's great. Got the little pineapple in the back. I bet I couldn't do that again if I wanted. Got the pineapple in the back, the little tiki torches. This little guy over here's got a Mai Tai in his hand, and then of course we've put one in his hand, and they're just so sweet. You are Mai Tai, type of person. I just think it's so cute. Let me see, does this one have a sentiment on the inside? No, I was wondering. I thought maybe it did. But isn't that just adorable? I love it. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at messages. Oh gosh, so many. Barbie is saying, I've not been to Hawaii for 20 years. Oh my gosh, well, I've never been there, Barbie, and I cannot wait to go. Yes, this set is just so sweet. I love it. I'm so excited about it. Here today, gone to Maui. Look how cute that is. I look at this and I think he's my favorite character. And then I go, no, he's my favorite character. And I just go through it. But how fun is this? I mean, literally using the negative, of a circle, like you cut out a circle with a die, use that negative space and just do some beautiful color blending really easily to create just a gorgeous and simple background for the character. Stamp your sentiment and you are good to go. Really fun, really easy, and just really packs a lot of punch. Look at this one. Look how cute. And the colors too. I love that kind of gold and cardstock there. I think it's really pretty. And then we have this one here, same sentiment. Got a couple of different characters in here with that sweet totem pole. Just, it's so fun. Oh my goodness, look at that kind of lime green. It's just so pretty. Here today, gone to Maui. Love it. They're so fun. This one I think is just genius. I love this. This is, remember what I said, I mentioned that we have these little leafy stamps in here. This one, literally that background where it looks like he's just kind of in a dreamland surrounded by, by I don't know, the jungle or something. It's just so fun. That's only done with this stamp right here. That's it, to create that background. Just pick a few different colors and start stamping. Leave a little bit of space in the center for your sentiment and for, our little, Tony the Tiger's son. Is that Tony Jr., I think? He's such a cool cat. Really, really cool. Alrighty, then there's this one. Lucky, lucky. I'm actually going to be making a card today with a similar layout to this, ever so slightly different, but a very similar layout to it with that little tiki hut. Really, really fun. Some simple blending with, 3 different colors on the background there. Stamp your sentiment, and it's just really fun and easy and beautiful. So, alrighty, so let's go ahead. We are going to get started, or I'm going to get started. We're going to make something today. I've already done a little bit of work per usual, but I'm still going to do a little bit of stamping and a little bit of coloring because I think it'll be fun. But I do have some stuff ready, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might, I think I'm going to start the little, oops, I need my little drinky poo. Here's a Mai Tai. Here's a Mai Tai. Woo. Okay, so here's a little bit that I've already done. I will go over this in just a moment. We're going to set that aside. This is what I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp and color and die cut another little tiki hut for you. And then I went ahead and I've already got a little flamingo ready to go with a little grass skirt. And so I'm going to go ahead and stamp, and we're going to recreate these, and I'll show you what I did. Everything okay over there, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead. I need my Stampendable. There you go. And we're going to get these. Oh boy, that is messy. There we go. Not much better. I'm going to have to clean that out. Why is everything so dusty? Let me see. I think I have an ink in here. Here's an ink pad. And my stamps. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. Brand new. I have not stamped with this set yet. So let's get rolling. Okay. Now on this stamp here, you're going to find that the little pineapple is actually in the center of it, but when you die cut it, it's going to cut that out. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead with that. And what am I looking for? Who's my little guy? Right here, my little flamingo. Here he is. And then what else do we have here? That little Mai Tai. You know, I'm not going to worry about the Mai Tai. I'm just going to do the flamingo and the little tiki hut. And don't worry, that is going to cut out of there, so that's not a big deal that that's in there. We've designed it very specifically so it cuts it out, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, this is the very first time I'm stamping with this. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wipe, any of that oil off of there. I'm probably going to have to stamp this a couple of times just because it is brand new. There we go. Alrighty. Get that inked up. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. See how we did? Yep, I gotta go again. Like I said, it's the first time I'm stamping with it, so I'm gonna have to do it a couple of times. Boy, I hope I lined that up right. I think I just moved it over. Let me apply a little more pressure. There we go. You know what? There's one little spot up there that it doesn't look like I'm getting enough pressure. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit better. Not happy with that. Hope I don't have a low spot on my stamp. That does happen sometimes.
Try the other one.
Nope, I got it. We did good. Okay, so let me get my cleaner over here. Oh, you know what I don't have, Alan?
No.
Can you
I don't.
can you get my little cleaning cloth over there, please?
Want it?
I think I missed some other spots too. Huh?
Want it activated?
Yeah, I do need it activated, please.
Activity.
Yeah, sometimes you get a stamp that is just not perfect, and this one I seem to be having a little bit of trouble with. Sometimes you have little manufacturing issues. That can happen. But I don't want you to worry. That doesn't mean that they're all going to be like that. But I do seem to have a couple of spots, and now I've screwed it up. Oh well, it'll be okay because I'm going to be covering it or coloring it anyway. So this is one, if you do, and I will tell you this, so if you do get a stamp that will not stamp right, all you need to do is let us know and we will send you a replacement. It does happen. You know, manufacturing is not perfect. So you just need to notify us. We'll usually ask you to send us a picture showing that it's not stamping right, and then we'll send you a replacement one. So no need to worry with that.
We want the picture so we can show the manufacturer.
Yes, yeah, it's a good point. Alan says we want the picture so that we can show the manufacturer, because we need to notify them if, you know, if there's any, you know, manufacturing issues. So here we go. There we go. Get that excess cleaned up there. I'm just going to set, actually no, I'm not going to set that aside because I need to stamp the sentiment when we get to it. Hey, you know what, Alan? I'm going to need you to give me a piece of the Nina paper over there. I forgot to, or do I need it? No, I don't need it. Sorry. I do have one, so I'm good. Okay. So let me set that aside. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this colored up. Again, don't worry about that little pineapple being in the center because I'm going to be cutting that out. Your dies come with your kit, so that is going to cut out when you, you know, when we go ahead and run it through with the die. So we'll be good there. Okay, let me see. Where are my, what colors am I going to use? So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'm going to start with this little flamingo. I have 3 colors of pink to start with the flamingo. I think they're really pretty. So I'm going to start with RV21 with this little guy. There we go. And I'm just going to color the bird. I'm not going to do his beak. I'm starting with this RV21, and it's coming in really light. Just adding some color in, keeping it simple. I always like to go light to dark. People, you know, other people will color dark to light. It's really a preference. You know, I don't think there's a right or wrong with it. It's really just whatever your preference is. Oh, let me get his little legs. There we go. I love this pink. This was RV21. It gives you, like that one, RV21, and then RV23. They give you kind of a, I mean, it's a pink, but it almost has a kind of a, like a coral look to it as well, which is great. Like not quite salmon, but like a little bit of a coral. So I'm going to leave some areas lighter. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest one, which is RV25. And I'm going to use this one just very minimally. And just add some darker areas. And when you add the darker areas, it makes your highlights pop out, right? There we go. And I'm going to go right up his legs with that. You can see how easy these are to color. So, so simple. And then I'm going to come back in just a little bit. I'm going to work my way down in color. So now with 23, just kind of blend those edges a bit. And then I'm going to go to my lightest, which is RV21. And I'm going to blend right up into the lightest areas now. Tiny little bit of color, not a whole lot. And that's really all there is to coloring him. Really, really simple. Oops. Him or her? I'm going to go with her. Can't really tell. I mean, you know, pink can go either way because they're all this color, aren't they? The pink can be, I mean, you know, real men wear pink, right? Isn't that how it goes? Real men wear pink? Okay, now I decided to go with yellow on the grass skirt. There's even like a little waistband on it. How cute is that? Goes right up to the top there. I decided to just do some yellow. It's kind of a golden yellow, so this is Y15. Just pulling in some color, kind of keeping like not too heavy, keeping some little kind of like white streaks in there just for some little highlights. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of, let me see if I'm going to do this one, E23. Let me see if I like that one. Yep, I think that'll be a good one. Just to add, just to kind of warm it up a little bit and give it that kind of, you know, dried grass kind of look. You know, dried grass kind of gets yellowy brown. Like, I could have done it in green. It would have been just as cute, but I didn't. How cute is that? And now the beak, we kind of want to leave it a little bit white. So I'm just going to use a little bit of gray to shadow. So this is a cool gray. I chose a cool gray since we've got pink on him, and pink is a cool color. And I'm just going to put that little bit of shadow at the bottom there and leave it nice and white up at the top. So that's really, really easy. Next up, I'm going to go over to this little tiki hut. And then I started on this just with E21. It's just a really nice light beige. And I literally just pull in color on each one of these, you know, little bits up here. Give it that kind of, is that like a thatch roof? What do you call this when you have this for the top of a tiki hut? I'm not sure what that type of roof is called. There we go. There we go. My ink is not completely dry because I stamped it so many times. And then I didn't allow it time to dry. You gotta remember, I'm using a hybrid ink, and a hybrid ink has, you know, mixed qualities. It's a mix between a pigment and a dye ink. So it's really kind of a go-to ink. You can use it for any, you know, just about any crafting, you know, application. But because it does have the combination of properties, you do have a little more drying time with it, especially when you stamp multiple times like I did. So I'm just being a little bit careful when I go over some of these areas that are heavier with color, just because I would normally leave it. If I've stamped it several times, I might, you know, move on to something else for a few minutes and then come back to it when I'm certain it's dry. But it's doing all right. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. It's coming in here. And, you know, these areas where I got a little bit heavy with it, I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going to end up going over with some color anyway. So there is that. Let's see. I'm going to come in with a darker color. So now I have an E33. So that was just my first layer. Now I'm going to come in with each of these and just pull a little bit of color in at the top of each of them, leave the bottom of each of those little points kind of as a highlight because the light's hitting those. So nice and easy. And it starts giving it some shape, and it starts looking like you have some under, you know, on the top and some under other pieces, which is what we're going for, just a little bit of dimension. Nice and easy. Leave some of those little highlights. Come in here up at the top. Add that little bit of color. And then I'm going to do kind of the same thing down here a little bit. You know, color this however you want, by the way. You don't have to follow what I do. You know, you might look at this and see it a different way. So I want to accentuate each of these little kind of patterns in here. And so this is where I'm coming over those anyway with color. And so it doesn't really matter if it didn't stamp perfectly because you're not going to see it. Not going to be as clear once I start filling it in. But I am leaving areas that are lighter. So nice and easy. And then I'm going to come in with an even darker one. This is E25. And I'm just going to add tiny little bits way up at the tippy tops of some of these just to create, you know, even more illusion of dimension. You can see I'm literally just dabbing a little bit of color right up in those little pointed areas where, you know, it's up at the top. Little bit of a dot, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I literally dot it down and just pull down and lift with my marker. So it creates just a little, you know, lights and darks, and that's going to give you dimension. Way up just at the top. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of color, or put a little bit of color into each of these. Just a little. I'm sticking kind of to the left side a bit. When you stick on one side, it gives the illusion that there's, you know, some light coming in on the opposite side. So I'm kind of sticking on the left side a bit of each of these. All right. I am going to pull a little bit just in these corners. And then here is another one, which is E31. You can see how that color is. I'm going to see how I have these really bright light colors in the middle here. I'm actually going to kind of soften those just a wee bit. Just kind of here and there. Leave some of them there, but just to kind of tone that down a bit with my E31 so I don't have such a stark contrast between the two. So it just kind of brings it together. Isn't that pretty? I think it is anyway. You may not, but I think it is. Okay, so I wanted to have fun with these colors. So I went with kind of a, this YG21 is kind of a limey, kind of a lime yellow, lime green. And I thought it would be fun to have that kind of, you know, in the frame of this, kind of holding it up. You know, you think of island colors and I think of, you know, these pinks, like pink and turquoise, beautiful, you know, lime green like this. Just so fun. So I put that, I'm going to put that in there. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. But I'd like to get a little balance of color first. So now I have BG21 because I thought I wanted to get some blue in here. So I'm actually going to put this BG21 here for like this counter. And we're going to beef up those colors just a little bit, but I want to get a base down, like a little foundation first of how I want this to look. And I'm going to go back to that beautiful yellow that I had, which is why I tend to use the same colors over and over throughout. So the yellow that I used over here on the grass skirt, I'm now going to pull into the tiki hut, and it's going to go around the frame of the words tiki hut. So it just ties that in. And then again, I like to repeat colors. So I'm going to grab my RV21. There we go. And I'm going to put that where it says Tiki Hut. Really simply. There you go. And then I'm going to grab that darker pink because I want to bring this in and blend it in. Get some brighter or darker colors on the outside of it maybe and across the top and the bottom. It's when you go a little bit darker around the edges, it makes the center brighter. So it makes it stand out more. So I go a little bit darker around some of the edges, like so. And then I'm going to kind of blend that just a little bit so it's not such a stark contrast with that lightest color again. Blend that down and in. There you go. And then it really makes that Tiki Hut word kind of, the sign pop. So we're going to go back to this blue here. I started it with BG10. Actually, let me do it this way. I started that with BG10. because that was super, super light. Now I'm going to go to BG 01 and pull that in, leaving my center brighter. And then up to BG 02, again pulling in from the sides, but we're getting brighter and darker, like darker with the color, but a much brighter blue. But I leave some of that center open a little bit. And then I'm going to come in even darker with BG 05. And I want to go right up underneath there, darker, because that's kind of where my shadow might be, and maybe a little bit on the edges, on those ends. And then I'm going to go kind of medium to 02 and just literally gently pull that over, and it's going to blend some of those edges. Now I am coloring on my Nina Classic Crest Solar White cardstock. We have that in the store. It's 110 pound. And you can see that the alcohol markers, I happen to be using Copics. They just blend beautifully over the top of it. Look how pretty that is. So easy. You can just really move the colors around nicely with it. So now we're going to go back to that kind of lime green. I had started it with the YG21. It's kind of a yellowy green, limey green. But I wanted to make it a little more green to really show off that it's different from that yellow that I have on the Tiki Hut sign. So I went with a YG23, and I'm just going to kind of dab in a little bit of color. I went right at the bottom of that, and I'm going to do the same thing here, barely touching down with it, and it just gives a little more green. Kind of pull down from each of these and then up, leaving those centers kind of yellow still. That's where the light is going to grab it. And then I'm just going to do a tiny bit of blending with YG21, very minimal, just a little bit where the colors are meeting. Just kind of brings them together. Really easy, really soft, and really, really beautiful. One last little touch that I want to do is going to be RV25 is the brightest pink that I used on that little flamingo. And we just have the little rings here holding the sign right there. And then right here on this side, just with the tip. There you go. A little bit more pink. And that's all there is to coloring those up. Literally just takes a few minutes. And then next, we're going to grab our dies. And then here you can see on this die how we have the blade going around the center of this. That is going to cut out the center of that tiki. I didn't bother coloring up that little, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, I might as well. I'm just going to put some yellow on it. Why not? It's not going to harm anything, right? If I decide to use it, then great. If not, then I don't have to worry about it. A little bit of yellow in there. And then let's go. So that's the same yellow I used, and then a little bit of YG 23 on these leaves. Why not? It's not going to hurt anything, right? I'm going to go a tiny, one more darker on some of these. That should actually be a little bit of a brown, but I don't want to make it brown because then I think it's just going to be really dark. But maybe I'll come in on just a few of them. This is E33. And just do a little bit darker in some of the areas just to have some texture. Make it look a little bit kind of bumpy. So I think that's kind of cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. Is this my pineapple? I think this one's my pineapple. That's going to cut that out there. And then I need, this little guy is my flamingo. And if you're not sure which ones go with which, we have it all mapped out on the back. All right. So here we go. Where is my tape? Here we go. Let me lay this here first. So give me just a moment while I get this taped. I'm going to get everything lined up, just so. That down to get both of those pieces at the same time. I'm going to go ahead. These are actually, I love this tape. If you don't have this tape already, it's from scrapbook.com. It's their mint tape. And I think this is my 3rd or 4th time using these actual pieces of tape. I'm literally just grabbing these off of my craft space here from last week. Same ones I used last week. So it's really, really nice. Okay, here we go. Blade side down. It's going to save my plates. And Alan, you want to come back to camera 2? There we go. Run that through, just to show everybody that I actually am doing it.
Where's your new one? Where's your new one?
I didn't get it out yet.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see how we did. This is where I go, please, please, please. Tell me it worked. All right. So here's my little pineapple. I'm off a little bit, but it'll still work. Actually, will you come into camera 2? We're a little bit far out.
I mean, yes.
Okay, look how beautiful that is. See, I told you it's going to cut out the center, so no need to worry that we have those 2 stamps together. Doesn't look like I lined up my stamp or my die very well, but on the pineapple, but that's okay. It still works. And we got this little guy. What?
I've often said your pineapple's a little off.
What?
Your head.
My pineapple? My noggin?
Your noggin.
All right, so there you go. Ah, look how cute he is. Oh, I got a little bit stuck in here. I'll have to get that out later. I don't have my tool with me. Okay. Get these lined up because I'm weird about it. I like to put them back. This way I know I haven't lost anything and I'm not going to lose anything except my mind. I'll get that little bit right there later. I don't have the little tool to get that right now. Okay, so I've got these all ready to go. Yay! All right, so let me show you what I've got going on here. So for my card bases, I always use my Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 110-pound cardstock. I love it. It's a really nice, good, firm, solid card base. So lots of fun with that. I did go ahead and I pulled out my A2 stitch layered card toppers, and I used the 2. So I didn't use the largest die this time. I only used the second and third die with each of these. I wanted some pretty stitching. I just grabbed a kind of a pretty, turquoise or aqua colored cardstock, and I cut that with the second die, and then I took some more of my Neenah Classic Crest and I used the third die for this one. And these are going to end up layered on top of my card base just like so. But before we do that, I need a sentiment. I need a sentiment. So I'm planning on lining these up. I want to make sure my sentiment is going to fit on here, kind of where I want it to go. So, oh, Sandy Gaffney says, hi, you almost missed me. Well, I definitely missed you. So glad you're here. Here's my sentiment. So I'm going to line this up in a place that makes sense so that I can use, lay everything else on here and have them work, have everybody fit. So I think I'm going to do it just like that. Let me make sure my sentiment is straight. I think it is. Okay, so let me get those guys off of there. There we go. I'm going to rub my finger over there because it's the first time I'm stamping with it. Gosh, do I have it the right way? Yes, I'm going to make sure I don't have it upside down. Wouldn't that just be tragic if I, if I had it upside down? I've done that before. You know, you can't see it Because it's clear. Alrighty. All right. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, pretty good. Not bad for a first time inking her up. Let's do it again, just to get a little bit more. There you go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, George. Looks beautiful. Okay, got my cleaner, my extreme clean. I'm gonna get that cleaned up quickly. Oh, I got it all over here too. Let me clean up the top of that as well. Get any excess off of here. Perfect. I love that cleaner. It's awesome stuff. I should have used it before we even started this, cleaned up everything so it looked all beautiful for you guys. Ouch. Just shut my finger in there. Okay, so let's see. I love having dimension on my cards, so I have to figure out where I want the dimension because I don't want there to be too much. So I think I'm going to put these two together and then pop that whole thing up on top of the card base. So I'm going to go ahead, make sure that's dry. We'll see. Maybe not perfectly dry. Remember what I said about a combination ink? You need to give it time to dry. All right, there we go. That looks good. Now, got my big roll of fun. Ooh. Love this stuff. It's like magic. Alrighty, let's see, where's the beginning of it? Now that's the trick, is to find the beginning, right? Alright, so let's get some foam on this little puppy here. I remember, I don't know, some time ago I was trimming the foam and somebody said, Angie, how do you cut that so perfectly? You cut it so perfectly every time. And I haven't been able to do that ever since you said that. Whoever said I mess them up usually now, so actually that one wasn't all that bad. It just kind of cracked me up. Cracked me up. We're gonna crack you up. Okay. Let's see.
All right, you're going nuts.
I'm losing it. I'm off my rocker. There we go. I'm struggling these days with sleep. Like, no matter what time I go to bed at night, for some reason, my eyes are opening at 7 a.m. and it's driving me crazy. Because I don't have to get up at 7 a.m. I have to get up at like 7:45. And so it's driving me absolutely bonkers that I'm waking up. Seriously making me crazy. Okay. And I say that especially because I've been staying up really late dealing with like some manufacturing and stuff. So that extra 45 minutes is like crucial. All right, look how cute this is. Oh my, 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 my. Is it straight? By golly, I think it is. Look, he's gonna go there. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of padding on his bootay. Am I allowed to say that? Is that an okay word to say? His bootay? I don't know, booty. There we go. Look how cute. Oh, so cute. I will say this. If I ever say anything that maybe I shouldn't say, I don't mean to offend. It's all innocent. I'm perfectly innocent. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm not sure I'm coming off good in this.
I think the word is clueless.
Clueless?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, honey.
We have to run it by
It's-
Keaton to find out if it's okay to
Yeah.
say it or not.
It's always so nice to have your help. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So let's put him here. Oh my goodness. Look how cutie patootie he is. Oh my my. All right, where's this? We need to have a little bit. Oh no! Mai Tai overboard. Alan, I need your help. I just dropped the Mai Tai and I can't get it.
I don't think you dropped the Mai Tai. I think you spilled it.
It's right here. Here, let me push it with my foot. Can you get it?
Got it. Did you understand this? Oh,
What'd
I
you
guess
say?
You could drop one.
I did. I dropped the whole glass.
I said you would spill it.
You can't get it? It's stuck. He can't get it up off the floor.
It's too sticky.
It's, yes, it is a sticky drink. It's very sweet. All right, here's my Mai Tai. All right, there we go. Oops, I spilled my drink. That's funny. All right, that's what I should have said, right? That would have been really funny. I'm going to actually put this here.
You drank it.
There's his drink right there. Look how cute that is. I don't think I'm going to use this because I don't think it's needed. I just think it looks darling like that. I love this set. Cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Look at that card. And how easy. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. Look at the dimension on it too. Just lots of fun. It's just so sweet. Oh my goodness, I love it. So, all right, once again, I'm gonna, actually, Ellen, will you come back out to camera too? I'm gonna go over what comes in this kit. So you're going to get the 4x8 stamp set, Gone to Maui. And that's 14 dies in total. I'm sorry, stamps. I'm pointing at stamps and calling them dies. Oy vey. So you're going to get 14 stamps in total, 12 dies to cut everybody out. You're not going to get the card, but I'm going to leave it there so you can see it. You're also going to get 12 toner patterns that you're going to be able to use, your toner reactive foil and run these through your machine and color these up in any way you want. I'm only showing 8 of them here, 8, but you're actually going to get 12 in the kit. So we had the banana leaves, and then look at that gorgeous, gorgeous, like island geometric. And then you get the hibiscus, that beautiful zoomed in close up. And then this is actually the pattern that's on the like that thatch or whatever from the tiki hut. So, so cute. And then you're also going to get, which I don't have here, you're going to get 22 sentiments. You're going to get a full sheet of toner printed sentiments, 22 in total, all about vacation. If you look on the website, you will see what the sentiments say. And if you want, you can trim them and just, trim them in strips with your paper trimmer. But if you have your stack dies, you're going to use either one of these straight stack dies with either the ribbon cut or the blunt edge. Both of these will work. These are sold separately, so if you don't have them and you want them to cut your sentiments, then these are available separately. But if you already have them, you can use either one or both on those. So lots and lots and lots of fun. I think you're really going to enjoy this. Let me show the cards again. So this is the one that I made. Look how cute that is. So, 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 so cute. And this is another version, very similar, very, very similar. And then we have this one with all those like big, I don't know what those leaves are, but they're just very islandy. And we have little Tony Jr. there. He's one cool cat. I like that. Very cute. Look how sweet that is with the tiki hut. Or totem pole, not tiki hut. Totem pole. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Look at the koala. Now keep in mind, these are not necessarily animals that you find in Hawaii. These are animals that could live there or animals that have traveled there because they're on vacation, because we get to go on vacation once again, right? Look at that. Oh, my. Just darling. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love. Love. Okay. So, Mr. Hunt, you want to switch the camera?
Are you ready?
Please. Yes, I am. So cute. Huh?
There's the beautification process that takes
Oh
place.
yes, I have to go like this. Like we fluff the hair a little bit before we go back to camera because it falls in my face when I'm, crafting. So yes. So fun. I hope you guys like this kit. I absolutely love it. I tell you, like I said, I've never been to Hawaii, and we're going, and I can't wait. So this kit has come at the perfect time. If you're not traveling and going on vacation, get this because it'll make you feel like you're there. It's just so fun. I love it.
No matter what.
So no matter what, you want this kit. Yes, if you're going on vacation, if you know people who are going on a vacation, or if you just want to go on vacation and maybe for some reason you can't, this will just, get a Mai Tai and craft. So cute. All right, so I think it's time for a giveaway.
Oh my.
And I think, we've never given one of these away. I think we're going to give away the Sentiment Stack 2 die. This is the one with the blunt edges on it.
Everybody has that.
Everybody has this one?
I don't know.
Well, I thought since your kit is going to have a toner, set of, the 4x9 toner sentiments that you can use this die with, I thought that it would be fun if you had the die.
Do I need to write it down?
So yes, so we need a name. We need a name, please.
Christy Hollis, P-A-H-L-A-S.
Christy Paulus, P-A-H-L-A-S. Christy, you are the winner of the Sentiment Stack 2 die. Yay, Christy. Thank you for playing. Thank you for joining us. Christy, we need you please to send your name and complete mailing address to our email at customerservice@ldrscreative.com, and we will get your Sentiment Stack 2 die shipped out right away to you. Everybody, keep in mind, we have pre-order open on this kit right now. We're shipping in 2 to 3 weeks, probably more like 2. We have a very, very limited supply of them. So if you want to get this kit and you want it at the price that it's at, get it in the kit form. Once we, launch the next kit, then, if there's some of these left over, they will go up for, for individual sale, but it would be individual pieces and they'll be at full retail. So we've got a really, really great discount on the kit as a whole. And again, it is limited quantities. When they're gone, they're gone. So I would go ahead and get it. So like I said, we're shipping in about 2 weeks, 3 at the most, but I think we're going to be hitting that 2-week marker much better than the 3-week marker. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. I had so much fun. I hope you love this kit as much as I do. I hope you guys actually get to have some beautiful sunny weather. We already had our 2 days for the year, so I think we're done. All right, everybody, have a fantastic night. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.